tell by today's title, today's video is going to be all about angel numbers, what they mean, and also my experience with them. If you guys stay tuned to the end of this video, I'll provide you with a little chart that you can download. You can either print it off and hang it on your wall, or you can just save it on your phone. And every time you see a number pattern, you can just look at the chart and interpret what message you're being given. Just quickly, I took a little break from YouTube. I mean, I've never really uploaded consistently anyway, but I kind of did it because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to create, and I kind of like started to feel like I was losing myself. I kind of went through a rough few months anyway. I've had like some problems with people, and it's really knocked down my confidence, and my mental health just hasn't been perfect. It's not been awful, but it's just not been its best. You know, it happens to us all. Taking like a proper break actually did give me a chance to realise what I want to do, and I've realised this is the right path for me. It just feels like it really aligns with who I am. I really want to help people, and this is a topic that I'm really passionate about, spirituality as a whole. So yeah, welcome to my spiritual channel. There's also going to be a few bits of beauty here and there, not too much, but just a little bit, and also spiritual mysteries, because I also enjoy those topics. Yeah. Anyway, let's hop straight into what angel numbers are, and hopefully my ears won't fall off in the process. So angel numbers is when you see a certain pattern of numbers repetitively, like everywhere you look. And what they actually are is their message supposedly from angels. Now, I'm not sure what I personally believe. I don't know if I think they're from angels or what. I think it could just be from a higher power or the universe. What's kind of weird about these numbers as well is some of the messages are really specific. This is why it's hurting so much, because it's not through my fucking ear properly. So it's believed that the more that you see a pattern of numbers, or the more there is a repeated number in that pattern, the more emphasized the message is, and the more important it is for you to pay attention to it. So for me, I usually get numbers in patterns of 3 or 4. I didn't actually start seeing angel numbers until I started getting into the law of attraction, and I was like googling what these numbers meant, because it just baffled me that this was a thing. And for a lot of people, that's really common when they start meditating or just getting into some area of spirituality, or even just like starting to believe and like research into ghosts or whatever. They'll start seeing these number patterns, and a lot of the time it starts as 111, and that's really common because it's sort of like the sign of spiritually awakening. Okay, I think that's enough of the basics. I think I'll just head on straight into what the numbers mean. Okay. So 111, the most common number pattern, the most probably seen number pattern, is the one I see the most. It's the one most people I speak to see the most. 111 is, as I said, the sign of spiritual awakening, just becoming more aware of like weird and different things in the universe. It's about becoming aware of a higher power and different sort of power, which I think is really cool. It's got multiple meanings, and a lot of the time you have to sort of interpret these numbers based on your thoughts or what you're going through. It's also a sign to be careful about your thoughts, to focus on what you do want rather than what you don't want, because your thoughts are manifesting through the law of attraction pretty quickly. And most importantly, it's a sign to follow your intuition. Your intuition is like your God. If you listen to it properly and really tune into it, it will really help you in situations. I don't think I've ever had a situation where my intuition has been wrong, and I really seriously mean that. Like, I can't think of one. I had a situation once where I had a bad intuition about a person, and then I thought, oh my god, I was wrong, and then months later I realised I wasn't wrong. 222, okay, 222 means the right timing, that you're on the right path, and it's also a sign to stop worrying. Your guidance, your angels are telling you to stop worrying about whatever you are panicking about right now. It's the universe telling you that you are on the right track. 333, I'm a little bit unfamiliar with this. It's basically a sign that you need to balance your life better. It's a sign to look after yourself. You need to balance your mind, spirit and body. 444 is probably the cutest sign. It means that you're completely surrounded by angels, and I think that's so sweet. My experience with this number was that once I was going through a stressful time. Honestly, I can't remember what it was, and I mean that, like, if I remembered I would tell you. And I started praying to the universe. I know that sounds a bit cringy and weird to some people, but I did. And I was like praying for guidance and help with a certain situation, And then when I finished my prayer, I saw the number 444 somewhere. That just relaxed me so much because it made me realise that I was being helped through the situation. I was worried about that everything was going to be okay and that guidance is all around me. 555 means that big changes are ahead of you and to get excited for the future. 666 means to take a step back and to rethink a certain situation. It's really important to be really aware of your thoughts when you see this number because it could be that you're completely wrong about a situation or a person. Again, I have a really cool experience with this number. So I went to leave my house once and like there was no one else in the house, and I got into my car and started reversing down the drive. Then I noticed the end of my mileage number was 6666. I'm pretty sure it was 4 6s. And I was like, wait, okay, what does this mean? And then I was like, oh yeah, it means to rethink a situation. So I stopped the car and I was like, okay, so what have I done wrong here? And then I glanced up at my wing mirror randomly and my front door was open. So yeah. I just want to quickly add into this video as well that it isn't when you're looking for the numbers that they occur to you, it's always when you're not looking for them. A lot of the time you'll move your eyes and glance somewhere and not really know why you're looking in that place, and the number will just be in front of you. 777 is quite similar to 555. It means that luck is on your side, it's time to be lucky, good things are happening, and again to be excited for the future. 888 means that you are aligned with abundance, or abundance is on its way to you. A lot of the time it means in money, but it could also be other aspects of your life, so it could be like happiness, an abundance of happiness, or other things, but most of the time it refers to money. 999 means closure. You're coming to the end of a situation, or you have come to the end of a situation, and it's time to move on. It's about new beginnings and it's about letting go of what no longer serves you. That's pretty much the message. So that is it for the number patterns. There are different combinations, but I don't really look into those too much. I'm not sure if I believe in those, mainly because it's never affected me. If you guys want to look more into these numbers and see what you get out of them, that might be really beneficial for you. Usually I just take all these numbers as a general sign that like there is a higher power and it's looking out for me. There'll be a little picture to the chart right now if it's pink. If this video helped you, please make sure to subscribe for weekly spiritual videos, maybe even more often, who knows. Also, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below about if you see any number patterns, and I'll see you guys really soon with another video. Okay, bye!